And we're back once again. We've done Flesh of the Killer. We've done Blood of the Killer. All that's left is the ears of the. There's actually one after this, and then there's gonna be another one. There's gonna be 9. I'm informed. Uncle Nintendo says there's gonna be 9 of them. This is also the first game in the series to be picked up by Windows Defender as a virus, so that's exciting. Took a long time to get one. If my computer explodes during this recording, I mean, you know why. It's all the hackers I downloaded. I think this is it. This is finally the time that I murder somebody. ZZ, I just wanted to let you know, I'm preparing to walk the demon's path without honor or humanity. Alright, have fun. Back down. Oh. Don't try to stop me. I'm a creature of darkness now. You'll probably never see me again. Well, goodbye. Try to put the mirror back behind you on the way out. Where do I go? Yeah. This is... That's wall. Do I unboard the door? Do we have a hammer and a climber and time? There we go. That's it. I'm vanishing into the abyss. Only one word is sounding through my brain. Kill. Kill. BB, if the music from upstairs is bugging you so much, why don't you just wear earplugs? I do wear earplugs. I can still tell that it's there. It's been 3 days of not getting enough sleep. Since then I've become more beast than human. Someone who can't be held responsible for the horrible crimes they're going to commit. So you're gonna slip a passive-aggressive note in under the door. It's gonna be very snippy. I don't like to do this, but sometimes it comes down to desperate measures. Desperate measures. I'd knock on their door, but that's usually a bad idea in this apartment building. Left ammo. Boy, these passages are really starting to fall apart. What's back here anyway? Man dressed as a clown sits unmoving in the empty room. At least he's not playing his records loud. Whatever happened to being neighborly? How come nobody else seems bothered by the music? Am I the unreasonable one? Is this a normal thing to do? Oh, you can see my mouse when I'm just wiggling things around. Sorry about that. No one was meant to know, is the thing. Down the pipes come echoes from the whole apartment complex. Footsteps, voices, thump of furniture being moved in rooms you'll never get to see. Solid night ambience. Gone. For what? What is that squiggle? I've never seen this character before. It's bizarre. Gone and for what? It's an and symbol. It's an and signal. It's a weird crushed and symbol. I understand. I see what's going on. It's an and symbol that's been murdered. It's Clothing Planet. I'm a simple person who needs 8 hours straight of dim whisper noises and fingernail scuttling in order to be at my best. Is this too much to ask of other people? What about my needs? It's kind of falling apart back here, huh? I didn't even think there was anybody on this floor. Thick layers of dust lie undisturbed on plastic ferns. The wallpaper is on a rare nautical theme. Tech and boats out. Flesh-like sludge seeps out from beneath the door. So much for slipping a note under there. The door itself swings open as if from a secret breath. Realistically, this is a job for the custodian, but I'd still like to get some sleep sometime tonight. Where's that sound even coming from? Did somebody leave their radio on under the goo? Oh, it's bad here. Inside something like an instrument, I can dimly see a record turning. What kind of dark relic could this be, buried in the middle of all this? Midnight sex party at Dracula's house. Exciting surf instrumentals for young people by Blue D Hands and his Night Stranglers. B-side, Haunted Castle. Golden Grave Records, 1965. Ah! It's like... oh. They're made with like a very basic toolkit, which is fine. And we love it. They do keep finding ways to do like new cool things with it. It's not me being mean, I don't know, make a dang video game. It's just me being... oh. I like it. Poor bird. Poor birds. They've been gooped? Oh. Poor birds. The music in this one's kind of a thing too. Is that the killer? Just hanging out. Ah! Wow, sensational. Folks, wasn't that poignant? Let's all give a hand up to up-and-coming recording artist Bebe with a new song, Forced to Eat a Bird. Remember to support local talent by buying her CD. And now, they actually been waiting to see the horrible Screaming Murderers with their hot new single, Screaming, 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 Screaming. Guys really sold out after their last release, Screaming, Screaming, Screaming. Is that cover? Kill you. Is that Crime Note or Crime Night? Guitar lesson? Is the band called Guitar Lessons? Did you hear the Weepster's new song, 99 Tears? Each tear is for a different person he has strangled and killed. Wow, talk about emotional sincerity. Hey, I caught you set. Very milk can. Care to answer some questions for my Zine? It's Killer Man. It's Zine. As in Magazine. Also, where am I? What day is this? Question 1. What are your influences? There was a record by Blue D Hands and like a house and a bird? Or just something abstract in the shape of a bird? Like the Holy Spirit? What? Stab Magazine. Catholicism sweeps new wave. Ask for her opinion on the vernacular mass. Up-and-coming recording artist BB replies. Continue, page 12. We review the top new crimes. Knives or rope? Old favourites ranked at last. Later in the same piece, he calls you the Pat Boone of singing about murder. Fuck. What does that mean? Why does everyone who writes a music sign talk that way? Yeah, pretty much what I was expecting. Having fun with Bebe on stage. 12 super hits. Death, death, death. Death, 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 death. Sounds kind of Beach Boys-y. Well, I did sometimes daydream about being a pop musician, although I like to imagine I'd be conscious at the time. At least the lyrics will be easy to remember. I just hope I can get rid of these CDs. Zizi, I think I'm... Why are you wearing a tie? I just got a job! Some kind of youth group in the Beach District was looking for someone to run their email newsletter. With my knowledge of HTML, I was naturally the top choice. Now I'm officially an office lady, or OL. It's just a matter of time till I start making the big bucks and can finally pursue my dream job of becoming a gothic novel heroine. Couldn't you do that anywhere? It turns out to require a surprisingly large amount of starting capital. Incidentally, BB, if you want any advice on finding a job, feel free to ask. It appears I know all the tricks. Thanks, but I seem to have my own thing going on right now. ZZ, can I use your computer to look up something? Sure, just don't look in the other tabs. Rockadoodle Gold chicken reel, cement mixing videos, 4 hours. Blue D hands and his night stranglers, fan shrine. It was the toughest case I'd ever handled, but I always had trouble saying no to a dame. Thanks, search detective. How do I turn off the detective? Just ignore him. I still need to update the blocker. Visit our new location. 1252 Pyramid Street, Music Gardens, XXA. Last update March 1997. Site under construction. Well, it's not like I really have another place to start. Of course, now I'm gainfully employed, I'll need to find a volunteer to run the table at the Retro Maniacs convention this week. Absolutely not. I'm busy. Only serial killers attend those things anyway. Oh, don't give me that. You hang out with serial killers all the time. I run away from serial killers all the time, not sell them merch. Maybe you should monetize your hobbies. Oh. I mean, let's see what ZZ's up to. Since we're given the option. ZZ's journal. Waged labor. So it's finally come to this. Awful. Penance for my misdeeds in a former life. Well, nevertheless. The grey mouse of despair travels over my duvet. I do like a silly little tie as well. That's a good reason to be ZZ right now. Another beautiful and tragic journal entry. Eventually I'll package all these up and sell it as a book. ZZ, the poor dead genius whom everyone mistreats. Why not get my posthumous validation while I'm alive? Well, I better get to work. Positive Way LLC. All they said was that it was around the boardwalk somewhere. Can businesses be shy? Oh, she's got a weird walk. She kind of hunches over and slides. Who are you looking at? I guess it's still the off-season. Heaps of unsold beach merch moulder crabbily behind the nailed-up doors. 2 gulls on the boardwalk are trying to peck apart a plastic clown. One is hiding behind a crate. I'd see a band called Guitar Lessons. Also, that sounds weird, I like them. Further down the beach, I see people moving towards the water. Are they trying to surf? We don't get any big waves out here. In fact, I'm not even sure if it's an ocean. Just the house is kind of stuck out because it's 3D in a world of 2D. In a world where you can walk through surfboards. Towels for health. Sassy beachwear? My gamer boyfriend has never been charged for crimes committed in 1988, 1991, and 1993. And if not stopped, he will kill again. And yes, he bought me this shirt. Still have time before work, so I decide to catch up on the psychic health of the culture, as revealed by the slogan shirts at Sassy Beachwear. Church. Future murder victim. I should get this one for PB. They're trying their best. The spiral stair seems older than the pier. Seaweed crunches underfoot as I head down. What's that thing they say about seaweed? It only grows above the water level or something? Yeah, definitely. Well, this looks like the place. Time to launch my professional career. I've never really had a job before. Maybe they're good. I'll try and keep an open mind. Hang on, let me just stand near the sign and that can potentially be the thumbnail for the video. Beautiful. That's that done. I'll probably forget. Hello! Hello, hello! I'm the new hire. That was today? Well, you certainly got here just in time. I used to be in charge of keeping the website up by myself, but I'm not hep on all the new technologies these days. I mean, HTML3? HTML4? What's next? Yeah, that's how they get you. You made the right call getting me in. I think I'd have any of the posters from any of these games in real life. Please sell me them. Luckily, I had your desk set up already. It's just back here, past the communal dormitory. Alternatively, I'd have them as a t-shirt. This is the main office. The fax machine's to your left. As you can see, we're very modern. Are we the only people here? They're like old school arcade carpet is nostalgic. I have defeated Time Crisis 2 many a time atop this carpet. Oh yes, of course, officially. They're all out on the away mission, but I don't think they'll mind you borrowing a desk while they're away. Just jogging on the spot. Just going, he can't stop, he's like a shack. If he's not jogging, he's not breathing. This is computer! Use the arrow keys to move around and access sites and programs! Yeah. Wait, why did you hire me if you didn't think I knew how to use a computer? Nobody else applied! Well, at least he's paying me. Wonder what their site looks like. Red alert! Next stage of human evolution imminent. Comet... This word brings closure to the Positive Way Research Unit. Yeah, that figures. Get paid to read email. Form a downline and get paid even more. Get $10 to start free. Whoa. So many gifts. Proud to announce on 7th XX, research group leader Mr. President officially draws curtain on the human experiment pending graduation to new species or possibly some form of ray. While our human selves will not survive the transition to an extraterrestrial way of life, we are serene and confident that we shall nevertheless be returning soon to spread good news about the world that is to come. Mr. President demonstrates his favourite pyramids on the eve of the Grand Voyage. Organising large trash pickup for the big day. Members relax by hanging 10 upon the waves. Sorry. Just saw hanging 10 in Cormax. It was, and this guy just underneath. Princess Di Memorial Award. My god. Big sale. Positive Way video lecture series now $29.95 plus postage and packaging. Limited offer. So you've decided to return to the sea. We have to return to the ocean. Me and Kesh have been saying it for ages. Many have been feeling that leaving the sea was a bad decision. In this hour-long tape, Mr. President examines the pros and cons before coming to a measured and reasonable conclusion. The mundane monocode. Know your rights, know your responsibilities. If stuck in the more spiritual part, the monocode will give eternal life. If in the more material part, transitory life, Many are saying this. Find out why in this catered seminar. Giggles, guffaws, and goofs. The best of laugh time at the compound. Between revelations, Mr. President often keeps the away team in good spirits with his patented collection of wisecracks, impersonations, and good-natured comedy riffs. This hour-long video cassette reveals a lighter side to Positive Way, while also containing important messages about how human life was a mistake. Look, job's a job. I'm not running away. I'll just find that guy and try to be very clear about my career expectations. Also, I should probably ask for money up front. There's a thing in... Sorry. I have to say because I can't stop thinking about it, and it's gonna be there, taking up, you know, processing space until I say it. ZZ does not approve. Siren 2? Siren 2 is not very good. I'm thinking about doing some kind of weird video about Siren. Just talking about Siren. Just turn on a camera. By camera I mean just Odessa. And just talk about Siren for a while. There's like a collectible item you can find that's a flyer for turtle jelly. That makes people want to return to the ocean. And it's one of the most bizarre things I've ever read, and it's not like... It's like a bad translation, but it's not like played as a joke. It's just a bad translation. Turtle jelly. It'll make you want to return to the ocean. What the fuck is turtle jelly, by the way? Oh my god. We jellyfying turtles? That's cruel and unusual. Uh-oh. You okay? Is he singing along to Sounds of the Sea Volume 9? I didn't hear you come in. Just working on one of the organization's little revenue sidelines. I forgot his voice. I forgot to do his voice. I don't really do voices. But the ones I try to do cause me immense pain. But sales have really fallen off since Volume 4. I'm starting to think people have had enough of soothing aquatic mammal sounds. Well, anything's possible. Alas! Oh, he was recording. Okay. He does impressions. You're not seeing the organization at its finest. When I think about the glory days, when the group was still together, not yet departed to the level beyond human, vanished to the next dimension, never to return. Hello. We came back. Let's see what BB's doing. Oh, jeez. That's a powerful stat. Let's see. Pyramid Street is out between the Rat District and the Temple of the Patriarch. That's not too far. One nice thing about the city is that everything is just a skulk away. Every single person here is a murderer. Real hair! Including the police. Some policemen at the intersection are examining a pool of blood through a comically big magnifying glass. They've closed off the street, but that's okay since I can head down the side. Let's see the magnifying glass. Like this guy. Moonbeam video. Doctor. Wearing a Dracula mask. Cause why not? What do you do, Dracula? Street closures. Have you seen this man? Suspect. Can't believe I didn't even check today's police shape before I left the house this morning. It somehow gets more abstract and sprawling every time. The cracks in the house are destroying my brain. There's another closure up ahead, but I think I can cut through that apartment complex. Maybe? Man, I don't feel at my best today. Still can't get the tune out of my head. Junk leaflets are piled around the door of the lobby. Smiling faces. Learn guitar or write song lyrics that impress their friends. Nobody's been collecting them lately. Sounds like everyone's already busy. Pretty sure Learn Guitar is the name of the band. BB. Behind the doors I can hear movement. Low thumps and clangs, uncertain and irregular, like people working in the dark, or else like people practicing scales, for a type of song I've never heard. Who did put the bump in the bump bump bump? And would you really want to shake their hand? Funeral Man, Coffin Warehouse, 50% off. Atrocity Man 2! Guitar lessons? Well, it's not like there isn't some other dumb fad every few months here. Like the unboxing craze. It was almost a relief when they started finding body pa- Hey, isn't that the address? Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me, yeah. Do. Are we going in Funeral Man? I'm sorry for your loss. Me too. Golden Grave? 1 second. Hello? You must be one of the investors. Make yourself at home. Please excuse the mess. You caught us in the middle of some excitingly dynamic organizational reshuffling. Boy, these are some quality coffins. So we'll never end up on Coffin Flop. Just to avoid a comical misunderstanding here, you guys are a music label? Yes! A label for the new music. This way. Here he is again. Please, no more. No more venture capital. No more. Please ignore my soon-to-be ex-business associate. I can assure you everybody here is 100% thrilled by our move into a more creative direction. What you want should be right down the stairs. I admit the change in direction came as a surprise to us as well. But the invisible hand can make no mistakes. By down the stairs, you naturally meant up the stairs, no? This way. We came from up the stairs. Bloody hands. I literally only just got bloody hands. I got there in the end. Stacks of old band merch in the basement that we found when we moved in. The copyright had expired. We just thought the name was cool. Bags of money started showing up soon after. Did I miss one? That's how I knew that this was the start of a new age, that vast rewards would be awaiting anyone bold enough to drop what they were doing and seize the throne of cultural production. Introducing the Stars of Tomorrow. How? A simple and delicate arrangement of wires. The breeze from our passing is enough to set them twirling. A new dance every time. Tremendous savings. Yes, indeed. And these are all, locally sourced? Oh, we've just been using whatever washes up on the beach. These are the prototype models. It'll be a while yet before we're ready to scale up production. The next step will be getting them to sing. Listen, put your ear up to his chest. Don't be shy. Doesn't it sound exactly like the ocean? Backwards easy. Oh, we can be unidentified cops now. I mean... Sometimes in my grave I sit and dream of the world I saw back in the golden age of horror-themed novelty records. Listen, let me tell you about it. Everyone knew it was the next big thing. Every night there'd be another band. Private press recordings so amateurish they were sometimes just a background hiss. Like Night Surf. Running, screaming, wearing masks. I don't know who came up with that. Seemed like a good idea at the time. I was in a group called the Cat People. At the time we all thought Cat People would be the next big monster archetype. Like Wolfman or the Mummy. It was an innocent time. We had a sense of purpose then. There was one group everyone liked. They had a maniac killer theme. That was very auteur at the time. During sets they'd stop and point into the audience. Later on, another body would wash up on the beach. Nobody minded. We knew it was all part of the exchange. Somehow the scene never hit it big. Things lost momentum at some crucial point. Bands split up. The money never arrived. One by one, people drifted away, back into the straight world. But I never felt disheartened. I knew the life we glimpsed was still out there, buried under history like an unexploded mine. I know that there's a place for me underneath those waves. I'll see you, unidentified cops. You're right. That does look more professional. I've forgotten every other voice, and now I only have that one. That does look more professional. Probably something like that, right? Positive way. Wellness and Emotional Health Center. Expertise. Don't know where I got center. Be part of a welcoming, mindfulness-oriented community. Today, subscribe to our daily affirmations newsletter from 1995. Live pray with streamers near you. Press enter to support our emotional labour at the shop. You can't just have a wall of text these days, it scares people away. What's with the little blobby cartoon guys? Nobody knows, but you've got to have them. The life of a web design professional. Busy, busy. I'd better go make sure the shop's up and running too. We got a lot more traffic after bullying all those podcast ad spots. Bullying? Buying all those podcast ad spots. We, doing some renovations. Barely recognize even this place anymore. Modifications are being made all the while. New driftwood sweets sprouting out of every corner. Is this what they mean by scaling up? This happens in Siren too. It's the Young ZZ. I hear you've been coming up with some new ideas for our online store. You bet, boss. For example, Argon pyramids are all well and good, but why stop there? What about the possibilities of non-pyramidal Argon items? Argon weed leaf, Argon dollar sign, Argon video game entity, it could be anyone. Very compelling. You know, it's rare we get someone of your entrepreneurial abilities joining a death cult. They generally prefer to start their own. Well, for what it's worth, I'd regard myself more as a temporary employee. Anyway, do you still want me to take stock in the basement? Yes, good idea. Maybe there's something else we can put up in the store there. Remember, everything must go. You know, for a startup type organization, these guys sure seem to be trying to stockpile as much ready cash as possible. Maybe I should get my CV ready again. Let's see here. Cultist training tips. Can think of at least 2 distinct types of people who pay for those. Affirmation CD-ROMs, expired calendars, more pyramids, etc. Etc. That did slightly annoy me. It's just more pyramids. That's what it is. No etc. Whole shelves of glossy, self-published books, each one proving beyond a doubt the existence of extraterrestrial life. They've never been opened. I wonder where that draft's coming from. Old doors are all over the complex. They're all nailed up. The one behind the shelf swings invitingly open. Well, variants are always worth something. These are some nice corridors. It seems like a shame to let them get all seaweedy. The friendly alien posters were an improvement though. Why frame empty canvas? Some of this might be tough to sell. Well, maybe they do okay on the novelty market. Funny retirement presents, etc. I'd buy. A shelf of old and worn, infested books. The words on every page have been carefully scribbled out. Old and worm-infested books. I genuinely don't know what I said. I think my brain's started to turn off. Thesis 1. The world is the sum of the things that are not the case. Thesis 2. The world. Not. Never the. No. Thesis 3. Cold seawater laps at the carpet. From somewhere in the darkness, I hear the barking of seals. Is this the career track I've heard so much about? We can't go in the water. We probably shouldn't, but we're not allowed. It's not... Don't even worry about that water. It's not a possibility. After last time. Began to disappear piece by piece into the air until nothing was left. The clothes found by the acolytes turned into holy relics, emblems of the negative, the remains of their victims. What is this? Vex Trek 206, Terrified Scream 37, with a cheese grater, black hair, blue coat, name not recalled. Chopping sound effects, Gurgle 12, the one with the umbrella who came to that party, name not recalled. Bloody hands. Of the missing, last moments pressed into new recordings, screams repeating over and over, left on a rack in the basement of the sound effects library. Possible commercial applications, could lease to video game companies. Ask the new hire. This was the inner sanctum of the old organisation, so dedicated to negation that eventually they disappeared themselves. But you can't make a living out of that. I was new here at the time, but it was clear to me that we needed a change, a new direction, a new shape, better fitted for the things that we saw coming down the pipe. We can escape, build a new life, back under the waves, back where there are no waves, a new house, to weather the tides of history. You can help us. It can be the start of a new world. Have you ever thought about entering upper management? The Board Knight. Hello? Fish. Dracula masks. So am I getting made permanent or what? Only BD remains. Eventually, Funeral Man gave me the scoop. The rest of the merch they'd found in the cellar was being sold off that day at a memorabilia event. But to get inside, I'd have to do something I swore I'd never do again. Welcome, Retromaniacs, top quality nostalgia wares and other in Cormax. Ask a helpful representative. To avoid eye contact with potential Retromaniacs, I've been catching up with the music press. New releases, Baby, Death to Life, 4 stars. Review by Johnny Murder Blood. Can colour be a sound? The question recalling fervid days of undergraduate frenzy, scored to the sound of Jerry Monroe's Sally ambient techno remix, seems somehow both apropos and turgid when applied to the new release from mysterious up-and-coming musical auteur Bebe, yet reminds me of an anecdote blah blah blah, the Weepster, weeping the night away. I would have that on a t-shirt too. Once again, actually, please sell me that t-shirt. Just an MS Paint drawing of a crying eye with weep written underneath it in MS Paint. Once again, an album of... Les Sirimas? Hits from the Weepster. But is that enough? In today's political economy? My alter ego's been releasing more material. Where did I even find the time for this? Did I pass out in the shower? Luckily, there are no customers yet, so I think I can slip away. The storefront isn't actually registered with the convention. It's cheaper to just set up in a closet and wait for someone to get lost. The main hall? It's busy, but I think I can make it through if I don't look anybody in the eye or express any kind of musical opinion. Actually, these people might be too busy making money to be interested in killing me. There are more suits around than usual. Exactly what are all these people hoping to buy? Vintage knives? Cube? Cube? Valley of the Dolls? Looks great. I wasn't sure initially if one of these people was coming right at me. They all seem to go very close. That's the fucking dolls. Culture workers crowd around the stalls, digging through boxes of hit clips and mouldering teen beat magazines in search of unexcavated desires. Can mankind be doomed to repeat the sins of the past? More never changes. It's not just a toilet over there. Caesar films here. All kinds. Little Caesar, Black Caesar, High School Caesar, Deep Space Caesar, Caesar versus the Haunted Moon Women. Fantastic value. Were the women haunted or was the moon? Mannequins and rusty cages direct. Just a big sign for mania. Discount puppets. Just a toilet. It's just a toilet. Just a toilet. That's the thumbnail for this one. Forget the last thumbnail for this one. And also these don't even have just a toilet. Okay, we might be expected to go past Mania. Oh, we might get accosted by a dog man. I saw you looking around. Please visit my stall. If you're a true memorabilia head, you will find many rare items to your liking. I'm kind of busy right now. I like your mask. This is a circa 1975 Dapper Dog mask. Are you a Dapper Dog fan? List your top 15 Dapper Dog episodes. Now. What? You can't name even a single Dapper Dog episode, and yet you think it's okay to make some, I don't know, some little comment about my mask. People like you really make me sick. I think I'm gonna have to dream about you tonight. I'm gonna dream about climbing through your window and wrapping my hands around your neck. It's a special dream I have about people I despise. Sometimes I'm not even sure if it's really a dream. How much is the ceramic pineapple in the sunglasses? That's $400. Isn't he delightful? A delightful little fellow? I knew you had taste. Did I lose him? I feel pretty lost myself. The sound of the convention behind the walls is muffled, slowed. It could be any year out there. The merch around me yields no cues. No clues. Yes, we have broken down displays from retro revivals long abandoned have been stuffed into the corridor. It's like being in a digestive tract for old band merch. From ahead I hear the sound of chewing. Son of Swamp Pup! Consolidating into the new cultural form of the serial killer, just as all previously existing protagonists have been absorbed into the single official figure of the policeman. Further further since the synthesis of the two into a kind of final protagonist of history, or last man, would blah blah blah. This must be the business sector. Consultants are hard at work poring through the entrails of the culture, placing expensive bets upon the shape of things to come. Succeeding while dead. Novelty horror. Nostalgia mixed with blood. The hot sound of the kids today. Is it the drone of the conference speakers that makes me feel like falling forwards, or is there something in me that's responding to their song? We're in first person again. Surf is up. Copses, copses, copses. Magic of history. Once, prominent theorists fleeing from state violence found accommodation in the beach district of XXC. Through proximity, their doctrine of negation was assimilated into neighbouring surf culture in a garbled and mystical form. The Church of the Negative is said to still survive today. Ooh. Oh, something over here too. I want to read everything, sorry. Be true to your school. Some credit XX City's own Bloody Hands for having anticipated the cultural shift from monster-themed horror to the increasingly popular Maniac Killer contemporary style. Commercially unsuccessful in his time, he's said to have eventually left the music biz for spiritual reasons. Hang on. He's got the gunk head. Been eating any birds lately? Kind of like the photos. It's weird. It's a choice. Excuse me. Sometimes thinking about the harsh realities of showbiz gets me all choked up. I hear you're beginning a musical career yourself. I too would like to be a pop sensation. Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. People call me the Weepster. Isn't that awful? But it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I just want you to know that I feel really bad about all the horrible things we're gonna do to you. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'll probably cry myself to sleep tonight, the same way I do every night. Hit! I am the Weepster. I lead a sympathetic life. I am the Weepster. My heart is breaking on account of all the murders I commit. Day after day I hunt down my scene rivals. It's so sad, so sad. How many people do I have to chop apart before I get a media career? We don't want to go under the knife. That seems like an unforced error. Maybe we do want to go under the knife. Nothing's happening by avoiding it. But can cultural ubiquity really fill the hole within my heart? I mean, maybe. Let's give it a try. Boo-hoo-hoo. I am the Weepster. I'm trying to do my best. I am the Weepster. It's so hard to be an empath in this 21st century connected society. Won't you enjoy wallowing in my unexpected emotional depths? The tears of my career aspirations, are they enough to drown the world? The year is 2XXX. 100 years have passed. I have successfully murdered everybody on the planet and been inducted into the Rock and Roll Museum of Clothes. So tell me why. Why do I still cry? Could it be these final tears for myself? Okay, I've just figured out how to steer the head, sorry. It wasn't going good out there. I was pressing a lot of buttons and we were just spinning in circles. I've got it now. I was reading at the same time, so it's hard to work out why I was just spinning in circles. Pay attention to my sadness as I'm killing you! Just a second, I don't feel so. The world is the sum of the things which do not improve. If you don't stop singing, I'm gonna throw up on your shoes. Each night I look up at the stars through crying eyes, contradicting the miserable bounty of the sun, and dips his beak into the chest of the dead earth, dreaming, finding there the telephone to voice the black river flailing arm tail endless over and over. Over end on end of greenish moistened cardboard not radiating infinitely outwards, but rather shrinking towards the center of the sky. The red yes, the red no. There will come a day not marked on any Wilt thou fight and perish for the kingdom of the bird? Oh jeez. I think I was meant to run away from BB, but I didn't work out which thing I was controlling in time. Yeah. She's working up. Get the rubber pipe. Locals only. We don't like punk rockers out here. This is Jan and Dean country. Wait. I'm not even punk. I'm new wave. There's a new wave? So, the legends were true. You should go see Mr. President. Mr. President is a great friend of the department. We get a police discount on our zodiac readings. The cops swing their attention away, staring out, unseeing into the surf. It's getting late. Soon the streetlights will come on. How long was I out? I wonder what happened to the Weepster and Co. Piles of clothes are neatly stacked upon the beach. Maybe they all decided to head out for a swim. Oops. Looks like we misjudged the cultural mood once again. No Age of Aquarius this century. At least I get to go on the away team this time. Beneath the ocean, there's no such thing as history. The big fish eat the little fish, on and on, forever. Doesn't that sound nice? We're gonna bring you all there, but there's no use dwelling in the past. Maybe we'll come back up and visit someday. See y'all in 50,000 years. What a strange individual. Do we go in there? I mean, there's nowhere else to go. Just seemed like we weren't following him. We'll see him in 50,000 years. Fresh signs taped upon the weathered boards. Discount spiritual opportunities and video tips. Cheap. I think I recognize the handwriting. Mystic greetings, traveller. Oh, it's you. Hi, BB. How goes the new career, ZZ? Oh, management disappeared. Everyone else lit out with as many office supplies as they could carry, and I think this beach might be sinking into the water. This building might be sinking into the water. You stand a tech roll. Right now I'm doing one last round of asset liquidation before fleeing. Turns out this guy online's interested in a box of old LPs I found in the basement sector. Midnight sex party at Dracula's house. Bloody hands and his midnight stranglers. BB, you're into music now. Do you think these could be worth anything? I'd buy that. It's getting late. I can't believe this guy wouldn't wait until tomorrow. You were the one who wanted to get these records off our hands. Besides, if somebody wants to give us money, then we should respect their priorities. Show bands. Gossip scoop. Funeral man found dead in his workplace, strangled by an unknown assailant. His brother, funeral man, also was killed. It's a sad day for funeral fans. Today's political economy is said to be wet and full of vigour. Now, remember, once he hands over the money, give the all clear and I'll come trade the LPs. It's good to be careful in these kinds of situations. Yes, indeed. Why did he want to meet at the planetarium anyway? Says it makes him feel at home. Is Darth Vader also at the planetarium? Hey there, thanks for coming out tonight. Aren't the stars pretty? Isn't it a nice night? Do you think the world is basically good or basically bad? Man, I just work here. Good answer. Ever since I heard your CD, I knew we had a lot in common. People used to say, Blue, look around. Look how beautiful the world is. Beautiful compared to what? I live here. It's nothing new to me. I've never known another kind of world. By rights, this one should be as unnoticeable to me as the back of my own head. But it's not. It doesn't feel like that, and that's how I knew that this world was not my home. That there was another. The negative, the point of comparison. You think I'm just being lyrical, but it's true. It's a real place. I've been there. I've seen it. The counter world. The invisible antipode. You've been to Australia? I was so flattened to be mentioned in that interview you did. It made me think it might be time for a comeback after all. I've seen so many things since I died. I can't wait to show everybody. You can go first, since I know you're a fan. Hey, come back! Did you bring my album? It's been a while. I wanted to make sure I remembered all the songs. Wait, I'll bring it to you. Oh, God. You can trust me, I'm a verified seller. What? Doesn't matter. I've learned new words on a red earth with a red sky. There are people there too, in the other world. They spoke to me, but I couldn't understand them. Motherfucker, you did just go to Australia. Hey, is this still the same building? Every building's the same. Every person's the same. Every sentence means the same thing. And they wonder why I started killing people. Lights out. Man, I'm not a parrot. I'm not gonna fall asleep just because she put a bag over my... Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten us into. So maybe you both aren't ready to headline just yet. That's okay. You can stick to backup duties for now. We all had to pay our dues. Is the killer in the band? What's that? That's a new wave. I thought you knew. Okay, fellas, it's been a while, but this is our big shot. A chance to usher in a new... Why not start slow with the cover version? BB? I think I can untie this. BB? There's a new sun rising up angry in the sky. And there's a new voice saying we're not afraid to die. Let the old world make believe. It's blind and deaf and dumb. But nothing can change the shape of things to come. Whoops. Hey, any of you bring any strings? It'll take just a sec. The wave of the new seems to have crested a little earlier than anticipated. Don't worry, I still think we can turn this gig around. Do you guys remember the chords to Walk, Don't Run? Hello? Hello? After clinging to a piece of driftwood, Zizi and I eventually washed up on the beach and caught the last bus home. That was the last I saw of the band. In the end, the new wave broke apart before it could do much damage. By the time it rolled away, only the sassy beachwear store would be sassy no more. My newfound music career seemed to have ended at about the same time that all the money vanished from the scene. The remaining true believers spent their time on arcane fractional disagreements before going underground. Stab Magazine. True heads only. No scene. No corporate. Weepster Wars update. Weepy Man's new single, I'm the New Weepster, has prompted 4 new answer records, claiming to be, or be inhabited by, the spirit of the original Weepster, including Weepster's Revenge, Watch Out, I'm Little Weepster, I'm the Weepster's Dad, Just Call Me Dad, and I'm the remastered original Weepster. New Schism alert. Neo Darkwave Murdercore is officially split from the horror wave crime punk tendency and requests that they move out of his garage. Or garage. In the end, the only sign that anything mysterious had occurred, we'll all be planning out a route we're gonna take real soon, was the abrupt Beach Boys revival that seemed to last all summer long. Press escape to close the report. These are getting really impressive, actually. They were an hour long. These kind of slap. I say a lot of it. The dude keep being surprising. That one really good. Don't know what to say. It's just dang good. I don't. That was definitely the most technically impressive one, like by a mile. And they're getting longer. There's a ton of stuff. Weird as hell. I did really like that one. We got a little cosmic horror in there. Maybe a little sprinkling of Lovecraft in there. Just a pinch. Anyway. There is only one more that currently exists. There's another in the works. But, yeah, I'm the last dang one. I don't know how long I'll have to wait for the next one to come out. I want it now. Well, next time, folks. Hang on, what was the next one? Oh, it's a good one. Okay, next time, folks, we finally reach the heart of the killer.